because I got a little food in my mouth because I got that sandwich from Sebby's, that sausage and broccoli rub. It's amazing. The one I showed in the last video, I got another one. There's a little leftovers, just eating it. Anyway, October, great month, very cool, raining right now. But I don't know how you guys been doing. Up and down for me, like a couple times. I'm catching fish. Sometimes I go down and there's bait in the surf. The next day there's none. It's far. It's pushed out. It's gone back and forth. But I'm trying. But I'll show you. I'll show you in the video right now. So this is just a tour of the first like 2 weeks in October here on Oak Island. Come on, let's go. So here's a look at all the ups and downs I'm having this beginning month of October here. First of all, going down to the surf without any shrimp, without any bait. I did have some fish bites, so I'm going to put a couple of pieces of fish bites on there. And then I just was able to just snag a couple of sand fleas. So I'm like, all right, I don't have any bait, thumbs down, bam, but I got some sand fleas, thumbs up, bing, bing, bing. I just cut the tail off there to let the scent out. I'm going to put this little guy on there. We're going to see what we can catch with some fish bait, fish bites, and some sand fleas. Cast that out and hope for the best, right? We'll get hopefully an up. And I did catch a fish relatively quickly, and to my surprise, a puffer. Bing, bing, bing. Thumbs up because they're my favorite fish. But this one was a little small, so I'm going to throw them back. I like them a little bigger. I'll have a little bit of meat on them at least, you know. But if you don't know any about puffer, I love puffer. I always catch them in March. Surprising to catch them in October, but that was cool. In the surf, that is. You can catch them in the backwaters most of the year round. But then I got another one. I was like, whoa, is it March? It must be March. So I got a couple of puffer. Bing, bing, thumbs up. and then I got a couple of pinfish. Thumbs down. Pinfish, I guess I could use them for bait right here and try to catch some bluefish, and that may be what I'm going to do. But instead of catching bluefish, I actually caught a really surprising fish that I haven't caught in a long, long time. And it right here, it is the flattest of all fish, my friends. It is a flounder. Thumbs up, ding, ding, ding for the flounder, although he was a little undersized. But boo, because thumbs down, because you know what? Flounder season ended like 7 days ago. You know, I caught this thing, like $1 late and $1 short and a day late. I think it's the saying goes. So Mr. Flounder went back into the water, and maybe someone will catch him next year when he's a little bigger. And I just got back from Paul's where I got some wings. You know, I like wings. I like hot wings. I like hot wings. For example, when we used to go to Tranquil Harbor, we used to go a lot, I actually had to make a Sands in the Surf sauce. It was so hot. If you ever seen the video, check it out, clips. But I went to Paul's and I was like, I want some wings. And they were like, okay, I was like, what's the hot sauce you have? And she's like, well, we've got the Carolina Reaper, but we've also got like the hot buffalo or whatever, buffalo wing sauce hot or whatever. I was like, all right, give me the Carolina rings. And I said, give me the Carolina Reaper. And she said, the waitress said, well, I gotta tell you, it's pretty hot. And I'm like, I'm a man. I can take it. Well, I've had them before, and I knew what I was getting myself into, but this time around, they were even hotter. If you like hot wings, I'm daring you. I am daring you. Look, see how many wings there are in there? There's 4. I ordered 6. You know what that means? I ate 2. I ate 2 in there, but look how much sauce they put on them. These are so... Can you smell it? Smell it. These are insane hot. These are like on fire. These are on fire, nuclear hot. You're at Paul's. It's a Carolina Reaper. I dare you. I dare you to go to Paul's. I can't. And my eyes were, I was crying. I had to leave because I was crying. They were like, you can't cry in the bar, sir. You're going to have to leave. These are the hottest wings. These are the hottest wings on the island. There's no doubt. There's nothing else. You might as well just forget about. These are the hottest wings on the island. These are the hottest wings on the island. Since Kim and I sold our boat, we haven't had a chance to get out and just have a fun ride on the boat. But my boss let me borrow one of the Tour H2O boats, and I got to go out on the ICW for just a few hours. And this was Saturday afternoon, and just a really nice time to be out on the water with the dog and the wife and the helicopter, who's taking pictures of the tournament. That was the King Mackerel tournament. So we just went out, and I wanted to target some black drums. So I got my hook here with a piece of fish bites and some live fiddler crabs, and I put him on there, and then a little piece of shrimp. So I made a whole like little black drum smorgasbord, right? If you're gonna catch a black drum, do it right. And we just went out to a sandbar out on the Cape Fear, and again, it's like I said, targeted black drum, and it wasn't long, lo and behold, before thumbs up, I got the targeted species, a black drum, and a decent one, but I didn't measure it. It was just about 14 inches, which is legal to keep, but I thought I can catch a bigger one. I can get to like a 16 or 18. Let's go with an 18-inch black drum. That would be great. So I let him go and cast back out, and while I was doing that, Kim got one on the line, so she's reeling it in. I'm like, good, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, one for me, for my black drum, one for hers. But when she got her black drum in, again, it was around that 14-inch mark, and I was just like, we can get a bigger one. Let's throw this guy back. I'm being really nice to the fish today. Sending them back into the water. Here you go, plop. And he's going to swim off strong. And I back onto the fiddler crabs, just like black drum, love them. So I was also kind of hoping for a red drum too with that, but I did not get the red drum, but did get another black drum. I think they're getting smaller at this point, so I've got to give up on my black drums, and we're going to have to go target some other species. That's about it for that sandbar. Like I said, we only had a few hours, and we had a good time out there. Being out on the boat again was great. Then I went home and I wanted to fix the eye of my reel. This rod, I mean, the ceramic inside had chipped right inside there, and it was cutting my line. I have a video, I show that. It cut my line. I didn't know what was going on. So I went to Dutchman's Creek and I bought the kit. They used to actually fix it for you, but now they just sell you the kit. But I measured it up when I was there, so I knew one of these was going to fit. So I got the pliers out, and I got the little fire stick starter here, heated up the original eye just to get that glue. We'll set the table on fire. There we go. And the pliers, because it's very hot, and it just slipped right off, which was great. So I opened up the package. I knew the top one was going to fit because I had kind of measured it by eye when we were in the store, but just kind of wanted to check it out and make sure, kind of held them up to each other. They looked the same. Slipped it on. It came on and off real nice. So all I had to do was take the glue that comes in the package, heat that up with my fire stick again, put a little of that glue in there, slip it back on, and I let it dry for 24 hours, and it was good to go. So that's a great, easy way to fix to save you some money, not having to buy a new rod. So let's go back out to the ocean, take that rod with us. This time we're going to take the cast net. Third type of bait, we tried the sand fleas, we tried the fiddler crabs. Now we're just going to go for the straight up minnows. A cast net goes out, and you know, when the bait's thick, you can even be a bad cast net thrower, like some people say I am, and still get a couple of minnows. So put the minnows on. I've got a double drop rig on here, believe it or not, like a tourist rig, but I put 3/0 hooks on, so they're a little bigger hooks. And then I had another rod with just a Carolina rig with a 1 hook, but also a 3/0 hook. So the minnows are going out on the 3/0 hooks, and we'll see if we can get our targeted species today, which would be nice. A Spanish mackerel would be nice, but we'll take a bluefish. Although I wasn't going to... Look at this boat right here. Just look how close this boat is to the shore. There's people swimming right there. I couldn't believe. And kind of glad he didn't run over my line. But anyway, it wasn't long before my rod did bend. And not because it got stuck on a boat, but because there was a fish on the other end of this line. And I started reeling it in. And I thought I'd had a nice sized fish. But when I got it up there, I found that I did not have a thumbs down to this fish who decided that he was going to eat my bait and not get on the hook. That's just rude. You know, if you're a fish and you're going to eat my bait, just get on the hook and, you know, fall through. It's just fall through. So it would have been a thumbs up. Anyway, another bait back on the hook there, casting it back out, and hopefully this time we're going to get a fish to stay on the hook, right? So that's going... Where's my cast? Come on, baby. There you go. Ooh, nice little cast. Pop in the water, control the line. Flip the bail back and let's see. Yes, here we go. Got a fish on the line. Hopefully this time got a fish on the line. Actually, looking at the other line, it looked like it was starting to bend there a little bit. This guy was a nice big old bluefish. Look at this guy. I'm all happy with that. The only thing is, like I was almost going to say a minute ago, we were going to go out for dinner that night, so I wasn't going to keep any bluefish. If I caught a Spanish mackerel, I probably would have kept him for the next day, but I eat bluefish the night I catch. If I catch a bluefish, I eat him that night. That's what I'm trying to say. And so since I wasn't going to eat him that night, I was just going to throw him on the floor. Are they as slippery as whiting? Yeah, there you go again. And then I just wanted to like show a picture of him and throw him back in the water. Now he has sand all over him, so it's not really as appealing as it could have been. When I took him back, because I had dropped him, I kind of held his tail and I just let it kind of get oxygenated, like get the lactic acid out of his muscles so he could swim off strong. So I gave him a few minutes there just to kind of get some waves on him, get some oxygen back in his body, and then he was gone. And then I got another bite right after that, so pretty exciting. When the blues start hitting, you run into the blues and you're getting one after another. It can be a lot of fun. And I was also fishing with another guy and he was out there and he was catching some too. So here's my second blue. Again, nice blue, but gonna set him free. free, set him free. Just show you his mouth before. So nice to have a pair of pliers to get the hook out because they do have a couple little teeth in there, and you kind of want to make sure you're not just reaching in there with your hand to get it out, but or using some pliers. So here we go. We got a nice one on the line here. Let's reel this in. So everyone's getting blues for everybody, but thumbs down, because don't you hate when like you catch a blue and then when you reel it in, you can see it, and right at the very moment it lets go. Thumbs down to that fish. He didn't fall through, but then he did get one after that, so it wasn't like he got totally snagged. So thumbs up for that. Now, sometimes you're trying to catch fish, and you can see I thought I had one on that rod, but then the other rod's bending like crazy. So I was like, well, I definitely have one here. So let me get this rod and start reeling it in. And while I'm reeling it in, I look back over, and the other rod starts bending. So now I got fish on this line. I got fish on that line. I'm putting the other rod back because I didn't feel like he was on there some more. I started pulling this one in. This is like how bluefish play me. So I got this one up, and it was nothing. He hadn't bit it. So I just put that one back in the rod holder, and as soon as I did, I turned around, and there's the other rod bending again. So I run over to get that rod, start reeling that one in, and thumbs down to these fish because they weren't participating, but they were just trying to play me. So it's like, this one's not going, that one's not going. They're just going back in the rod holder. I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. But the guy I was fishing with, he got one. So there you go. Get out there, get some fishing. Thumbs up or thumbs down. It's still fun.